after December 7, 1941, the United States entered World War II, with many boys being drafted or volunteered for their service. Two people from the Copper Country were those boys who would become men at one of the globe's most difficult times in history. WWII reporter Thomas Fournier has their stories.
Joe Henrietti raised his hand alongside 5 others in his draft class to volunteer to enter the Army Air Force. While his sights were set on becoming a pilot, he went on to take one of World War II's most dangerous roles as a turret ball gunner under the belly of a B-24 in the 467th Bomber Squadron.
Our fighter planes coming in, shooting film at us, and we'd be shooting films at him. Instead of bullets in our guns, they had cameras that came in cartridges. After a while, the pilot says, the rest of your crew can settle down, but the fighter pilots want more pictures taken of them, and we want to take more of the tail gunner.
Training flights were difficult to say the least. During one training mission, his turret was separated from the plane's fuselage after a crash.
So I start tapping out SOS, dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, dot, dot. Pretty soon I seen a person come up on a cable. They must have had a crane. And he waves to me and I wave to him.
Wesley Loosemore also served in the European front in the Army Air Force. Loosemore was sent to Miami, Florida, then to Texas, and even South Dakota, for training as a technical sergeant to work with radio communications on flights for the 303rd Bomber Squadron.
I don't know if that I was worried about too much, but I was surprised that I was, told to report down there. After hearing that I was able to, when I enlisted, that I could finish my education. Anyway, I went down there, and of course, this was in February, and colder than hell up north. And down north there was like 80 and 90 degrees. We had to be out on the drill field. And I got the worst sunburn of my life.
Loosemore says missions aboard bombers were very dangerous, which caused strife between American and British leaders.
Arguing in the British wanted to fly at night because it was safer. It was less accurate. But Ike kept promoting the daylight bombing because it was more accurate, and of course we had a lot of German people, people with German backgrounds flying with us too, as American flyers.
Henrietti admits it's difficult reflecting on missions in the war, but smiles remembering the men he served alongside.
We didn't have too much time off, but we all got bicycles. We bought them because that was the mode of the transportation in England that you could afford. So we'd buy them like cars, and if you're there long enough, you trade them in for a new one. But anyway, we'd make it to a tavern in town and have a few beers. But at that time, that's when the brakes came on the handlebars, We were used to the coaster brakes.
Thank you, Joseph Henrietti and Wesley Loosemore, for your service to the United States. Each have surpassed their 100th birthday, with Joe recently having wrapped up his celebration. The Copper Country is a unique center for veterans. Henrietti and Loosemore also served in World War II, with another still living Keweenaw Peninsula resident, Joe Kirkish. Happy 4th of July. Celebrate this weekend, but remember the sacrifice of our veterans and their families. With my EP News in the Keweenaw Peninsula, this is Thomas Fournier.